Thank you. So to get us started, I want to first show you this video.
At Deloitte, we want to make an impact, one future at a time. In the United States, we're mentoring high school students so more of them can go to college.
I'm first generation. I can't really go to my parents or grandparents for any help or advice.
Overall, it's about promoting a sense of mentorship.
We're there to get them ready to take that next academic step.
If it wasn't for Deloitte, I don't think I would have gotten to Columbia.
Honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be who I am today without this program.
In Canada, we're committed to mentoring the next generation of entrepreneurs.
They gave me so much knowledge and insight.
Teamwork, collaboration, problem solving.
To be able to actually put those into practice is extremely important.
The positive impact you are making is not only to the community, but to yourself as well.
In Papua New Guinea, we are turning around literacy rates in schools where there are no books.
To see the children, learn how to read and write, it's a joy to see this.
I was fortunate to have a good education and now have a good job. So I want all kids in PNG to have that opportunity.
I can see what Book Belong has done. The change is in the community.
And in the United Kingdom, we're equipping more young people with the digital skills needed to start technology careers.
Digital skills is a wonderful opportunity to drive social mobility.
Being behind with English was quite hard. Ada has such a huge impact on my life. I don't think I would have ended up in such a huge company without his help.
Our ambition? To impact 50 million people, one future at a time.
Thank you. I am a proud partner of Deloitte. And one of the things that makes me so proud is to hear a young, talented person named Hawa, as you did in that video, say that she doesn't think she could have gotten into Columbia if it weren't for Deloitte. Deloitte is my life's work, and I want my life's work to make a difference, and I know that all of you do too. Deloitte has defined a purpose. Our purpose is to make an impact that matters. We say make an impact on our clients, on our people, and on the communities where we live and work. We are turning 175 years old next year, founded right here in London. And our heritage is apprenticeship, preparing the next generation of leaders. And we do that for our clients, we do that for our people, and as you saw in that video, we've made a commitment to do that for 50 million people by 2030. We call this commitment, we call this program World Class. Through World Class, we are preparing people for the jobs and opportunities of the future. To date, we've impacted 5.3 million people. Last year, we invested $85 million into World Class, donations and pro bono services. And we're making this commitment, we're making this investment because we are keenly aware that 2 billion young people are at risk of being left behind by the workforce of the future, that technology is changing how we live and work, and that the traditional methods of learning and reskilling just aren't keeping pace. So we believe that business, and Deloitte specifically, needs to take on this issue. But we can't do it alone. We don't have all the answers, we don't have all the resources, and we must collaborate. We must collaborate across sectors, we must collaborate across generations. One collaboration that we're quite proud of is our partnership with One Young World. We are very pleased to have 50 delegates here from 25 countries. We have 10 scholars, and we are a LEAD 2030 Challenge partner, SDG 4 Quality Education. And I am thrilled and honored to be a counselor here this year and have an opportunity to engage with you. I am convinced, and this conference always reinforces this, that young people can lead movements. They can inspire world leaders and business leaders into action. So now let me introduce two young people who are making an impact that matters. They are Vinay Aneja from Deloitte, Australia, and Alana Milquez, our LEAD 2030 Challenge winner, founder of World Tech. Okay, so Vinay and Alana, I have two questions for each of you. I'll start with Vinay. So Vinay, tell us how you are empowering people to succeed, and where did it all start for you?
Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Vinay. For me, my journey started in India, where I was born in a lower middle class family, and generations before me never went to school. My father had a job to deliver goods in a lorry to make just $2 a day, but he had a great vision. He never wanted his children to do the same job as he was doing. So in a family full of uneducated people, he went against all odds and enrolled me and my only brother into a school and sent us to college. Today, my brother is a very successful software engineer in USA, and here I am. I did my master's in economics from National University of Singapore and working for Deloitte as a data analytics manager. So it is my father's vision that helps me inspire millions of children who can never dream of going to school. I work for Deloitte Australia, and in my role, I also lead the entire Deloitte Foundation in Sydney. And my role is to inspire hundreds of mentors to go out and help those disadvantaged people who have been left behind. And my goal is to expand this network to thousands of mentors until no child is left out of school. So my message is very small. Like, if my uneducated parents can teach their children so well, or if I alone can inspire hundreds of mentors, then just imagine we, the young leaders of this generation, can impact so many lives together.
Thank you. Alana, same question. Can you please tell us where it all started for you?
Yes, so I'm from Colombia. I was born and raised there, and I've had a very lucky and privileged life. My mom became the first woman to ever graduate from college, and she eventually became a scientist. And so to me, seeing that firsthand was a proof that through education, you can uplift your lives and then the lives of your communities. In Colombia, less than 50% of our young people finish high school. We have poverty rates that are very high. And we know that we're convinced that through technology education, through World Tech, we can definitely make an impact. And we've seen this with people coming from nothing and becoming software engineers in our programs that last between 3 to 6 months, combining on-site training and digital skills training, and stories that are just so inspiring. Yeah, we're just super convinced that this is the way to go and empower. So, yeah.
Okay, next question for both of you. Tell me, what are the one or two big things that will truly make an impact in preparing young people today for the opportunities of tomorrow?
Yeah, this question is becoming more and more important as AI and robotics is coming to reality. And it is very much true. We all heard in the last 3 days that yes, the opportunities of tomorrow are changing, and young generation needs to be prepared for it. In my own career of 8 years, my role has evolved multiple times. I'm from an economics background. I did coding, and now I'm building analytical solutions. So the point is that whatever opportunity came my way, I had the attitude of learning something new from everything that I did. So this is one skill I believe our young generation should build, is to have an open attitude towards learning and keep growing. AI and robotics are only going to get better. They are only going to capture more and more redundant jobs. But look at the positive side of AI. We don't have to do the redundant jobs anymore. We can focus on the unseen problems. We can think about solutions that don't yet exist. Think about needs that haven't yet emerged. So combine your open attitude with creativity and curiosity. And I think young generation will be very much ready for all the future opportunity with a big smile on their faces.
Okay, Alana, same question. One or two big things that will truly make an impact in preparing young people?
Yeah, I'll start with exponential thinking. If you look at our history throughout humanity, most of the events that have totally shaped our past and probably our future are outliers, so beyond the norm. So thinking beyond what you see is possible. And with technology, we have an estimate that 2 billion jobs will be automated and assigned to robots in the next 10 years. And on top of that, we have experts estimating that over 60% of the jobs that will be most important haven't been invented yet, and all will be technology-based. So I want to challenge the audience to really think exponentially and to consider that we all come with our biases, our blind spots, but if you're open to life and these outliers events, your chances of being part of it and being change makers are definitely higher. So I'll say exponential thinking, yeah.
Thank you. All right. So thank you, Alana. Thank you, Vinay, for all that you are doing. So we only were able to touch the surface of how we can all play a role in preparing young people to succeed, but I hope our key message is clear. It's that we must collaborate. It's going to take all of us, and Deloitte stands ready to make our contribution one future at a time. We hope to continue this conversation with you and follow the positive impact I know that all of you are going to make. Thank you.
And all of you delegates, a special thank you to Deloitte for their support for the opening ceremony on Tuesday night. Was our best ever. Yeah. But I personally, Michelle, I particularly want to thank and call you out. From the day I met you 2 years ago, you literally get One Young World. You get what young people need. You get businesses' role in society. And I've never called this amazing woman for anything to do with any of you, like Lead 2030, but to have her Lead 2030 call went out, and she confirmed their support for the goal for this prize. She confirmed her support for that in 6 seconds. So I cannot thank you, Michelle, enough, really. You are a credit to the company.